welcome to our channel. Now, with a new setup in Mumbai, I think we expect our quality of output in terms of the sound and the video tends to get a little more better. And with this, I think we'll start the month also. It's a first day of a month, a holiday, Labor Day, or a Maharashtra Day. So we'll look at the indices in this video, the sectoral indices, and what we can expect in the month of May. So let's begin. Let's start with Nifty Auto. Now, if you recollect the video that we did in February regarding Nifty Auto, we had seen certain things there that many indices were making way for, like Nifty. Now here also, this is again I'm putting back into the daily time frame. Now this is how the we had a small triangle in Nifty Auto. Now we have just seen a maturity pattern or a trend had the fall from zero to C, that trend has matured, and we have seen a breakout here. Now there could be the price is now this four. I'll mark it or I'll consider this four is complete, and now we are headed towards wave five. So I think Nifty, the auto stocks should see they've already seen a very good recovery in the last month or so. It will continue to get into that impulse path. Maybe another big degree fall here could be a good entry to ride wave three of five. So we have completed uh, first of five in this. Then we'll see a small dip, and there after the dip there could be a big wave three, and eventually this could how the wave five could take shape in the near future. So this was auto. Next we'll have Nifty FMCG. Now, FMCG also has a similar story, and we can see here it's already wave four is complete, similar to what we had seen in case of Bank Nifty Auto. Here, wave three of the first that it is making after five, that also looks complete. So a small dip, and then there could be a small upside also. It could then eventually get into a degree fall later. So but again here, on a bigger dip after say one move here like this, there could be a bigger dip, and then it could move back in the impulse direction. So FMCG will also give some opportunities to enter and take medium term kind of trends here. Next we have is financial services. Now, financial services, I think, will move back to monthly or weekly, at least weekly. Okay, no, we'll go back to monthly. We'll start from here. Okay, weekly was enough. So, see, we have seen a very big fall from 21 till here. This is roughly 25%. We haven't seen a big fall since then in Nifty Financial Services. So there is a degree fall that is pending. So here, when we saw this particular moment, we can see this a very proper impulse here. But from here, we can expect a price to fall about 25%. Now, if you look at this particular wave three, it's a slow wave three, has not reached its normal target already. And this is something could indicate that this is making a terminal impulse, and we may see a structure like this in the near future. So financial services, I'll probably be slightly away from them, and we may expect a big degree fall in recent time in financial services. Now let's look at healthcare. Healthcare also, it's similar. It's coming to wave four. Let's zoom in to wave. Let's see the view first. We are making wave five. We're actually in wave four, and then we are headed towards five. Let's zoom in into the wave four here. Now here, it's a corrective rise that's happening after this one A that is complete. So we may see a small dip and then it will continue a little. uh, there is B that is getting formed, and then when it forms a C, probably this is where this series will make a B here. So there is a small dip and then a small recovery. That is what we are expecting. But currently, healthcare in the near future, in some few days maybe, in the month of May, we don't see an entry, and it will remain sideways or it will fall a little. Then next we have Nifty IT. Okay. Nifty IT, I'll look at this in a weekly time frame, or maybe let's look at it in a monthly. We'll start from monthly. Now here, this is a very long term, long time frame, right? I'll zoom in again. So zoom out again. Okay. So here from in the late 90s when the index started, there was a very big wave. Then there was a very sharp fall of about 89%. And again after that, then we entered wave 3 from there. Now this particular wave 3 also has seen wave 1 and it has fallen 65% after that, which was in the year 2008, that kind of crisis. If you look at COVID, the fall is nothing in terms of the or in comparison with the previous falls. It was just 33% fall, which was a sub wave of this three that we are making, which is in wave three. So it's a very, very long extended wave three we have enjoyed in Nifty IT index. That wave three could be getting over, and we could see a fall roughly around 60%, or that fall probably has already started for Nifty IT index. So again, IT will be impacted for a while because we are recovering from not recovering. We are actually heading towards a degree fall, and compared to its or considered or equated with its earlier fall, it will probably correct around 60-63% in that range. So Nifty IT also does not really have a very great opportunities at the moment. Let's look at pharma. Pharma, we are in monthly. Let's look at it weekly. Okay. So from COVID, we are starting. Now, this is also making a terminal impulse. We can see this here. It's a very narrowing kind of a scene here, and we will have. So, wave 4 is already 20%. It has reached, I mean, it is almost equal to the fall of wave 2. So, probably this is over. Let's look at this in a daily time frame. Now here it has moved back into the channel. So we have seen a simple ABC. Now from here we may see the correction getting over. So we'll have to wait and see. On a dip here, we can expect the price to, I mean, there could be a possible entry with a certain stop loss. So pharma also after a dip in the mid month or so, by mid month or so, we may be able to see certain entries or certain possibilities in pharma. Now let's look at Nifty Realty. Nifty Realty is something we have seen in all the videos in this series, the sectoral ones, that it is just not going to recover after a very uh, till some time now. Now we have seen this, it is making C now. This is what we are expecting, at least reach 60% and then move out. But there is a confirmation that the C is going to be continuing in this direction or so, is after this trend line is broken. So we are close to that trend line. We will be eventually moving or breaking that price and moving in the downward direction. So that is something for the formality or for the for the confirmation is what is left. So that will eventually happen and it will move towards C. So uh, no entries, long entries possible currently at the realty sector as well. Now look at Nifty Metal. Nifty Metal also, I think in the last video last month when we spoke about it, We had seen, we had shown the chart again, and we had said that there is a good possible. We were somewhere here, I think, in the earlier video, or maybe somewhere in the upward move, and we had expected that okay, this is already 22% with a couple of percentage of overlap. It's okay, we can consider it as a bottom, but it has fallen further. So I'll consider this, and this is already 25%. So the equation or the rule of equality is also holding true. Now this is where we are expecting wave 5 to start, and it is still the confirmation of the same would come when this particular trend line is broken. So let's zoom in a little more into daily time frame. Now here we have formed, it's a complex correction already, and uh, we can call it like a small expanding, sorry, my bad. We can call it like an expanding triangle here. It could be, it may be, it may not be, whichever. uh, all I'm not looking at all the rules very stringently at the moment. So this could be a triangle or not, whatever the case is. Here is the bottom of this particular correction as per price targets, and we will get a confirmation once this particular trend line is broken. So maybe again, if the index falls a bit or dips a bit, we may decide to take some positions here, and we may continue. But the confirmation of the same would come once this particular trend line is broken. Now let's look at Bank Nifty first. When I'm not really making a separate video for Bank Nifty. Now, all of this earlier things we have removed. Now, in the daily analysis, I think we had posted on 28th or so that there is a fall that is expected, and price is still on that path. On a exact day, it rose some 2%, 1.5% or so, but then we are seeing the same downward movement that is getting continued. So Bank Nifty could continue to make a lower move, and I think the confirmation will come. Confirmation as in if the price comes back again uh, into the downward movement, or it will, because technically there's a possibility that it could make a triple correction going up, and it could make a higher high and then start to fall. So that is definitely also on, but currently I think at least it will correct about 5 to 6%, just to at least this much is what is expected. After that, I think it will either recover if it has to make a triple correction, or if it is going to make a C, it will continue to fall further. Now, this is again, we it will give a very like certain number of opportunities in both directions. So there are definitely a lot of possibilities in terms of the F&O trading here in these indices. Now let's look at Nifty. Nifty 50 again. So whatever this whole correction was, this entire one leg is complete. Now we are seeing an impulse here, and we are already seeing this impulse making a top. So this is how I'll switch to 75 minutes, and this is how I've counted it so far. It has made 1 degree complete. This could be one, or this could be A. Uh, we need to see and decide what this particular movement is. And if you see this particular trend line from the maturity trend line is also crossed by the price. So the immediate direction of the index is going to be down. It could fall about 38%, 50%, or 61%, whichever targets it reaches. But the immediate direction for both Nifty and Bank Nifty looks downward, and accordingly, the actions could be taken in that case. Now, this was about all the sectoral indices. If you want us to create certain specific content or specific charts you want to see with us, do write it into the comment section, and we will come back with some content around the same. Second thing is, we are running our Elliott Wave batches and they are all going fine. But if there are any particular schedules that we have, or will come up with a new batch sometime soon, in I think June or so. But it still has some time. So we have certain new content or new codes that is coming up using Elliott waves, but all of that will talk about later. It's still taking shape, and we'll be starting the first batch maybe in June for this new content that is pertaining to F&O part of it. So that's it for today. If you like our content, do share it with your loved ones, and if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.